Alright boys, welcome back to another El Camino Kyle video. Just yesterday, Noah and I took the Rebel out of the bushes, and then we filmed a little segment on this guy. From what I've found with a little research is that these things are rare, but not worth too much. Still cool. It's a 4-cylinder, 4-speed, 4-wheel drive wagon. It's a 5-seater, so don't get your hopes too high. But I still want this thing. It's been sitting 22 years, just like the Datsun, the J4000s, and the Rebel. This one and the Datsun, that's actually right next to me, have minimal rust. There's just a little bit on the quarter panels back there. And, I mean, the only things done to it are these big bumpers in the front and the rear, and it's missing the grille. Interior is really good. But
the grill may be here somewhere.
Yeah. From what I've heard is these things are bulletproof, and it shouldn't be too difficult to revive. But you guys gave me hell in the Cougar revival, so I'm going to be a little precautious on this guy. Because, I mean, I want the Cougar too, but I also want this. So let's. I'll show you around it, and we'll get to it. Alright, the first thing we're probably going to do is there's not really a prop rod for this hood, and it's dented down the middle. So instead of holding it, we'll probably just take it off so we can work a little bit better. We're going to take these thorn bushes off too.
Snap it?
No. Oh, there is a prop rod. So we're going to need the breaker bar. Big socket. Alright, we found the prop rod. There's some dirt and grime in the carburetor. My plan is to try and run it. I'll put some carb cleaner in there to get it going. We'll probably bottle feed it off of a gas can. But yeah, we're going to go up, get a breaker bar, and try and turn it over by hand. We'll probably pull the spark plugs. See if we've got compression in it. Maybe put some trans fluid in the cylinder. The dumbass. To help lubricate those up and free them up. Put some oil in the top end. All the basic stuff. Make sure it turns over, and then we'll run it off a bottle feed gas can straight to the carb. While we figure out all the gas lines, we've got to fill the radiator with water because that's empty. And we already checked the oil. It's good. It's viscous. So we'll crank it over with that stuff. And then we'll do an oil change after a few minutes of it running if we get to that point. We've also got to check the spark, all the basic stuff. So we're going to come back in a few minutes with all the stuff we need.
Bro, this wiring. That's just a season,
yeah. We're gonna give her the beans.
Careful with that plug wire.
Not hitting any
Probably got it.
you go.
Alright, there you go.
I'm the papa.
What do you think the plugs are gonna look like? Mossy.
We're gonna take this plug out and the whole big vape cloud's gonna come with it. Woo. Ah! We're gonna give it a minute to cool off. Alright, I put my finger on ice so I can show you guys this now. But let's bring this real close. Inside of the cylinder wall looks a little toasty. And this thing's pretty charred up. So, yep. Just got a little dirty.
Don't worry, that dirt was not inside the engine.
Yeah, I just dropped it on the floor. Yeah, so we'll see what the rest are like.
Love being the flashlight guy.
Making your dad proud.
Making my dad proud.
Will you please hold the flashlight for a minute?
Getting yelled at for holding the flashlight wrong.
Hey, I'm Gary from Dad Today. Just got a tip for you dads. If you're ever working on the car and you hurt yourself, just blame your kid for not holding the flashlight right.
I think we're running out of gas.
We have like 4 more bottles up.
Insert it. That should be enough.
Yeah.
Alright, place your bets in the comments. Is this one gonna snap? No.
Oh, that was easy.
That was easy.
That was an easy one. I'll try those wires. That one wire you're just soldering on.
Oh yeah, you're right. Okay, yep.
Fire. Nah, okay, right.
Oh, that one's good. Okay, so here are what the other plugs look like. Just drivers towards the rear of the car, driver's front, passenger back, passenger front. I mean, they all look the same, just black char on them. Nothing too bad. So I'll probably put a little Marvel down in the cylinders to help lube it up when we crank it for the first time. Because I don't think we can put oil through the valve cover. Pretty sure they're on the side. I'm an American muscle guy, so I don't know too much about this thing, but it's super cool to me. Next step is we got the battery from the Beetle. Cold cranking amps are a little bit different, but it shouldn't matter in our situation. Let's see if I can focus on anything. And then I'm going to get a water jug to put water in the radiator. Guess when we put the new battery in, we can turn the key and see if we're getting power to the coil and to the cap. I'll probably ground it out on the engine and see if we arc across a screwdriver or something. And then, yeah, I guess I can take care of the little odds and ends then. Alright, while Noah sits there and eats his burrito, I'm going to turn this over by hand. It's a 7/8 socket on the crank. So, let's see if I can hold it on there with my hand. The fan's in the way a little bit, so I just gotta do a little bit at a time. It looks to turn over freely. Let me see if I can just turn the fan. No, that doesn't turn. Yeah. Bear with me. Oh yeah, she's free.
Oh.
It's not very thick. Battery.
Terminals? Yeah, I know.
Not terminals, wires. Sit inside and see if we can get the lights on or something. We got one light. Let's see, turn signals.
Turn the key.
Yeah, you're right. That's even the right key. Shit. I wanna. Should be the square, right? Yeah. Let's try the circle. No. Back to the square. Oh, you know what? I'll sit in it.
Just take that seat cover off.
BRB.
Just roll this window down.
This is so nasty.
Okay.
Looks like
Oh, and this one.
your grandfather's sack. Alright. Well, I guess we could... Dude, I don't know. Oh, I'll probably clutch in to turn the key. Nope.
Hey, let me
What
see
is
the
it?
key.
Guess what key this is?
What?
Guess.
What's it say?
Guess what key it is?
No way, that's the Datsun.
It's the Datsun key.
No fucking. No way! No fucking way.
Well, I mean, do we keep
I
going?
hear the blinker though.
No, this is some red light on it.
Oh, what the fuck? I mean,
Yeah, we got. What else can we test? Check brake lights. They work?
yeah.
Should I press this red button?
See what it does.
Woohoo! Look at that shit!
Oh wait, I wonder if that's because it has exterior fog lights on it, like aftermarkets. Press the red button again. No, nothing.
How about headlights?
Nothing.
None?
None. We could always jump the starter.
No. The starter's not the problem.
Make sure it's in neutral. Oh, the key. Well, this isn't even the right key, so we can't even.
The slop in this?
Yeah, I know it's really bad.
Alright, so slight change of plans. I was excited about this guy, but you saw that the key wouldn't turn. I took the key out, I read the key, and I asked Noah what key it was, and it was for the 240. So we're about to get the lawnmower, and we'll probably pull this thing out. This is crazy, because Noah even made a joke about an hour ago, right when we were starting this. He's like, what if this is actually the Datsun key? And of course, Noah being Noah, he didn't read the key, and of course it is. So, yeah, I don't know what this video is going to turn out to be, but this is going to be insane. On this episode of El Camino Kyle, we're going to get this 1971 Datsun 240Z started. Oh! So, this is the Datsun. She gave us a little bit of trouble getting her out. Drums are probably seized up, so we had to really reef on her. But, like I was saying earlier, both quarter panels need a patch panel on the bottom. And then, let's see. Oh, shit. God damn. Yeah, and the clutch pedal is full sideways. Yeah, the clutch is screwed. Gosh, it's too bad. Ton of beers in here, it looks like. Interior is shot.
Oh, shit.
What?
I don't know what filter this is trying to be, but here's brake.
That's good.
That?
Corrosion. The master cylinder.
There's a bunch of aftermarket parts for these.
The Subaru might be the better bet. And this sucks. Alright, we're going to do a little snooping around and I'll come back to you guys with what we find. More rust. Alright, what do we have in here? That's a good sign. What is it?
Horn.
Oh, horn. Yeah. Marlboro Man. Alright. Yeah, just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 packs of Marlboros.
What's that?
Yeah, speaker. What is this beer? What type of beer does he like? Fred's Choice.
It's just soda.
Yeah.
God,
Damn. Yeah, it reeks. This is such a shame. Well, back to the Subaru.
I mean,
What's the consensus? Alright, I think that's a solid answer. Alright, I think we might go back to reefing on the Subi. Alright, boys. I was editing the Subaru video all day today, and I realized that I forgot to film an outro. So I'm going to do it now while I'm doing some body work on the Cougar. So the story on those guys is the guy who actually owns them and abandoned them on this property won't reply to us, so we can't get the keys for them or the titles. So we got to sort that out and maybe even find them and hunt them down with a bow. But you're going to have to bear with me on those guys and a few other things. If you guys are Corvette guys at all, check out Crank Addict on YouTube. He's a guy down in Texas that actually used to live about 10 minutes from me. I went to school with his daughter. He's a big Corvette guy. He has a 450 horsepower Trans Am, I think, and Suburban. But what he's doing right now, which is pretty cool, is he's putting, I think it's a C3 Corvette body on a C5 suspension. He's hacking that thing up, and he's actually getting pretty far along with it. So check him out. I'll put a card right here and him at the end of the video or in the description. And I'm thinking about making stickers. So let me know down in the comments if you guys would be interested in buying some of those. If so, I'll make up a design and I'll post it in the next video or on one of those post thingies that I can do on YouTube. And lastly, I want to start doing two things. You can email me at businesselcokyle or DM me on Instagram at elcaminokyle. At the end of each video, I want to feature your guys' project cars. Either that or send me a photo of you and your grandmother. I think that'd be pretty cool. So, yeah, let's try that out. And that's it for the video. Thanks for watching. We've got a whole bunch of other projects coming. We've got the two J4000s. We've got the AMC that I might flex seal the floor pans and drive it around the yard if we get it going. Got the Datsun, the Subaru, the Cougar still. Noah's looking at getting a 50s F3 pickup. And there's still that 69 Firebird. I got a Civic Wagon and a Buick Skylark. No, a Honda Civic and a Buick Skylark Wagon that I can get for free. And then I could also still check in with that 66 GMC guy that I did in an earlier video about reviving his thing. So let me know what you guys want to see. Thanks again for watching. Like, comment, subscribe if you enjoyed. Peace, guys.
Sir?
What?
Are we being too literal?
No, you fool. We're following orders. We were told to comb the desert, so we're combing it.
Found anything yet? Nothing yet, sir! How about you? Not a thing, sir! What about you guys? We ain't found shit!